Homeowner Association Management. It is a complicated endeavor. Anthony Lamacchia here, owner of Lamacchia Companies, and I am here with our Vice President of Lamacchia Property Management, Mr. Mike McGrory. Mike, let's talk about HOAs. Sure. You guys have been doing a lot more HOA management in the last couple of years, and I wanted to chat with you about it because we were just talking about one of the biggest issues is financial transparency.
Absolutely, yeah. We get many calls where a trustee will call in from an association that's previously managed and they just don't know what's going on with their books. They don't know how much money they have. They haven't seen a budget. Sometimes maintenance is called for and money is spent and they don't even know why or how it was spent.
That's right.
So it's definitely a frustration point for trustees and homeowners.
And then not budgeting enough for future ongoing maintenance, which is typical when you have lots of units at a property.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of times there's deferred maintenance that has been needed for several years and the money just isn't in the budget for it. So you have to think ahead, make sure you're prepared for stuff that comes up.
And also make sure that there's enough money on hand in reserves so that the property or the complex, or however you want to word it, is stable enough that new buyers can buy units and get mortgages approved.
Yeah, it's not only for the work that's needed,
That's
it's
right.
to make sure that new buyers can get traditional mortgages.
Which
there needs
is key.
to be certain amounts set aside for that.
See, one of the things that I think is a big advantage for us is Mike and I both grew up in the business at our larger company, Lamacchia Realty, and we have a tremendous amount of experience dealing with sales and sales of condominium units. And this experience goes all the way back to 2008, 2009, in the years when a lot of condo complexes, frankly, went bankrupt. And we dealt with buyers, we dealt with sellers, we sold properties on behalf of banks that were foreclosed on. So Mike and his team understand every little detail from all different angles. And that's a differentiator when you work with our companies, because a lot of these property management companies out there, and I'm not here to knock them, but a lot of them are mom and pop type shops. They may very well understand the maintenance part or the management part, but they don't understand how to make sure that they are continuing to keep maximum value for these condos. Because at the end of the day, a mismanaged association decreases the value of a condominium unit, and if one sells for less than it should, now that becomes the comparative property and that affects the whole complex. Do you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we see a lot of, and that's a common mistake that I think trustees make when hiring a property management company. They're always looking for okay, who's going to do it the cheapest?
Yeah.
But like you said, people don't realize that actually affects the resale value of their home and their neighbor's home. So we take that seriously.
Well, and I'm glad you said that, because it's fine with me to just put it out there. But that small amount of extra money that you may need to spend, may or may not need to spend with a professional company that knows all the angles, as I mentioned, is well worth it, because at the end of the day, maximizing the value of the condos is what is most important, as well as the ongoing maintenance, ongoing financial transparency, financial management, etc. So if you're having any trouble whatsoever with your homeowner association and the management of it, please give us a call. Mike and his team will get in touch with you and we will help you out. Thank you.
Thanks.